This is the 11th hour. With news and commentary for King James Bible believers, here's Greg Miller.
America has a president who appears to be lacking sanity. Barack Insane Obama has chosen to align himself with Satan on nearly every issue of importance. Number one, abortion. Satan hates the unborn, and so does Barack Insane Obama. 1.5 million children are murdered every year. The blood of nearly 45 million American babies cries out from the ground for justice, murdered since 1973. But that's not enough bloodshed for Mr. Obama. He has dedicated his political life to killing as many unborn children as the U.S. taxpayers will fund. He's made sure that the Supreme Court is filled with a majority of demoniacs like Sonia Sotomayor and Alina Kagan, who joined Breyer, Ginsburg, and Kennedy, all of whom are committed to the killing of unborn children in true Nazi fashion. Obama has used his executive powers to also ensure the use of taxpayer funds to kill as many unborn children in America and around the world as possible. Number two, sodomites. In the Bible, God condemns sodomites with capital punishment and eternal damnation. Read how God treated the Frisco fruits of Sodom and Gomorrah in Genesis 18 and 19. See Leviticus 18:22, where God refers to quote-unquote same-sex relations, as it's called today, as an abomination, which means it makes him want to vomit. Then read Romans 1:18-32 and see that sodomy is the natural result of rebellion, and it ends in death. But Satan's servant in the White House spits in God's face, declares June LGBT month, and stacks his administration with more reprobate sex perverts than any president in U.S. history. If Barack Insane Obama thinks he's getting by with something, he'd better think again. Who, knowing the judgment of God that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Romans 1:32. Number three is socialism. Socialism is theft. Socialism is an overpowered centralized government holding a gun to your head, stealing your money, and giving it to a wealthy oligarchy who then allows the slaves to have enough to survive. The next step is communism, where the government uses the gun to your head and simply kills you and takes what is yours. That is a satanic form of government, and that is the governing philosophy of Barack Insane Obama. And nearly every dime of income tax paid in this country goes toward paying wealthy bankers who own and operate the Federal Reserve Mafia. Barack Insane Obama is simply their puppet. Number four is global governance. On September 24, 2009, Barack Insane Obama forfeited his position as President of the United States when he became the first American president to head a foreign state, as he chaired the UN Security Council.
Before leaving New York for Pittsburgh, President Obama is adding another first to his resume this morning. He is the first U.S. president to chair a session of the UN Security Council.
A few minutes ago, we are looking and waiting to see President Barack Obama, who is now in the room. And obviously, we are looking at the UN Security Council. Now, live pictures from the UN Security Council meeting, where President Barack Obama is now seated along with all of the other 15 council members who were invited today. The gavel drops. Let's go ahead and listen to the president.
The 6,191st meeting of the Security Council is called to order.
Section 9 of the Constitution says, quote, "No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of the Congress, accept of any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state, end quote. Obama tells the world, quote, the burdens of global citizenship continue to bind us together, in his speech he gave in Germany in 2008. He said, quote, I come to Berlin as so many of my countrymen have come before. Tonight I speak to you not as a candidate for president, but as a citizen, a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world, end quote. He should have said, I come to you as a puppet serving my masters of global governance. He's a traitor, pure and simple, and his supporters are just too dumb and depraved to be affected by it all. And number 5, just a 5th example, is Israel. God has promised to curse those who curse Israel, Genesis 12:1-3. And God has promised to destroy those who scatter the Jews and part their land. Barack Insane Obama is trying to accomplish both, as he works to part the land, which will then result in the scattering of Israel once again if he is successful. Israel will be scattered one last time. It will happen during the Great Tribulation period at the hands of Antichrist. I do not believe Barack Insane Obama is the Antichrist, but he serves the same God of this world, small g, and he is an Antichrist who is working toward the same end. Barack Insane Obama is helping prepare the way for the final pope to head up a world government out of Rome. See Daniel 9:24-27, read Revelation 17 and 18. God ordained a representative republic, and the majority of electors representing the American people chose this godless maniac that we have in the Oval Office. Barack Insane Obama is an Antichrist, and he is a reflection of the wicked nation who elected him.